opened in 1999. There's a good look at First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. And they're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They go play action here on first down. This will go to Henry out wide. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Running from the gun with Henry. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Now a second down and 6. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they prove their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, that's earned it by their play, the psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23. This defense for the Titans, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And they worked this well upfield across the 45. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Now Chubb on 1st down, able to work his way forward for about 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They go play action. Cousins. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Off the play fake, Cousins. He'll air this one out from Mims. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way you wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in more.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Being chased out left. He dumps it off for Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Derrick Henry. A beautiful fake. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
A first look now for Darrynton Evans. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a handoff to Henry.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
They'll look to throw here on first down. A check down here for Henry. Running right through him and bulldozing his way through. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Now back to throw. Along the sideline, it's his man Henry making the catch.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
On 2nd down now, it's Henry, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Titans have taken a first quarter lead. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee.
Next score, Titans 7, Browns nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Browns drive about to get started. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Here's 2nd and 10. Cousins. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now an end around as Cousins will just pop this forward. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. On 2nd down, here's Henry. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Open man, it's Preston Williams. And he will have the Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now a play fake here on first down. He completes it to Henry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 38. He'll look to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Second and 10. Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. They'll set up a throw. He finds his man complete. It's Saunders. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. They'll run. It's Henry. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in a situation, as you noted, where he only needed inches.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On second down, it's Henry, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The Titans on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Parks. And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They're going to look to throw. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
14, Browns 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The Cleveland offense ready to go. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On play action, Cousins. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A give. This is Chubb. And he'll get this down to about the 31-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
They'll get it to the 23-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Brandon, how about that reaction there from a defensive end? Able to recognize the screen pass trying to happen, broke off his pass rush, and then get back to tackle the running back. That's a very athletic and intelligent play. Reminds me of you working out and seeing that the treadmill's open and getting there before anyone else.
See, I know you're just patronizing me right now. Everybody knows at home that that is nothing but a shot at me, and I'll take it, absorb it, and we'll move on. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here. Charles has already thrown off his headset. He's out here. He says, it's Christmas Day. I'm going home. We're not done yet, though. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Following the penalty, Chubb shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 46 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Throwing, Cousins. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Throwing is Cousins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A give to Henry. Oh, some strong running. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. And when he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete. 7 yards to pick up there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On second down now, it's Henry. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Complete. It's Henry. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 126 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Now Bullock to add the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Titans 21, Browns 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the... the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a first and 10. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. A full start backs him up 5, first and 15. Handoff comes to Chubb. Pushes him over. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. That was huge after being behind the chains on first down to make this second very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on first down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on second down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, stand ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
Cousins' throw pulled in by Schwartz. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
At the 43-yard line.
Second down at 4. Cousins going to bat it forward here on the jet sweep. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Third and short yardage, Cousins. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll run for it. Chubb. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it. They got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
Mike 28, Mike 28. Let's get it. SOS. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Rolling to his right and finding the tight end Hooper. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
Yeah, this defense as a whole has really been flying to the football all game long. They have not allowed too much of anything, and here's another example. A great play there to get in and disrupt it before it could get going.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Hey, we're good. Let's pick it up. It's our time.
Cousins to throw it.
Let's get it off the field.
Over the middle, that's caught by Schwartz. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Play fake. Cousins. He'll buy some time right. The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. We are off to the fourth quarter here on this special Christmas Day broadcast. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
You better be afraid of me. Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
Here's Cousins. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Zadarius Smith make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
Let's go, hey. Well, Mike 34, Mike 34. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Mike 34, Mike 34.
Another try after the first down sack. Cousins eluding the pressure right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 144 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Henry. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Here comes a big one as this crowd gets up making some noise. It's third and short. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47.
A gain of 7. First down, Titans.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. Able to fight through one tackle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. Powers through him. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On 2nd down, it's Henry. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
A first down carry for Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Moves to 2nd and
That one looks like he'll throw here. Dancing to his left. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's Henry. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Take it in at the 3. Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really matter. Scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still competed until the final whistle.
So for Tennessee, it's a critical win for them as it gets them to 9-6 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Browns, it's a tough blow to their playoff aspirations as they drop to 9-6. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints.